inaugural edition of the Black Music is Knowledge Bowl by Dana Rice Music's Fame Studio. I got this vision for this event just a little over 6 weeks ago, so you are definitely seeing history in the making. And I'm so glad that you're part of this miraculous moment. The purpose of the Black Music is Knowledge Bowl is to celebrate Black excellence in music while inspiring young musicians to achieve great things. By revealing connections between these students and some of the most iconic Black musicians of all time, the Black Music is Knowledge Bowl helps to advance the culture and secure the future. We invite you to join in the celebration by cheering and commenting. Hopefully, if it gets on the live on Facebook, do it there. Or if you're watching a recording of this on Facebook later, then definitely leave us some comments anyway. And there's no way that we could have included all the bajillions of worthy Black musicians for this first edition of the Black Music is Knowledge Bowl. So don't get upset if your favorite person isn't represented tonight. Just let us know in the chat or in the comments who we need to highlight for our next edition, which hopefully will be sometime this summer. Who knows? Maybe even Juneteenth. But let's get started with this first edition of Black Music is Knowledge Bowl. All right, so first I want to introduce our contestants for the evening, and I'm going to backtrack and introduce myself. My name is Dana Rice, and I am the owner of Dana Rice Music's Fame Studio, where we develop performing artists and coach creatives. So tonight we have three amazingly talented contestants who will be competing for the cash prizes. First place will receive $150, second place will receive $75, and third place will receive $50. I know, like, people are like, oh my gosh, what? Yes, I know, I wish I was a contestant, but instead I'm a sponsor of contestants. So let's get into it. We have Mr. Kevin Andre. But he just put a snack in, so I think I might have to wait on him. But Kevin Andre is a second grader. He is a football player, and he is going to be competing tonight in the first Black Music is Knowledge Bowl. Let's give him a hand.
Baseball now.
Oh, baseball.
I'm doing
Baseball. It's all American. He's got everything going on. Then we also have Miss Sarai Cunningham. She is a sixth grader. She's a violinist, among other things, and she is going to be a contestant as well this evening. Let's give her a hand. And we have Miss Mylene King. She is a cheerleader, among other things, and she is a fourth grader, and she is our third and final contestant for this first edition of Black Music is Knowledge Bowl quiz. So let's give her a hand as well. All right.
Black music is what they hear on the radio. Open your mind. What's the music then? Black music is what they hear on the radio. Open your mind. What's the music then, you know?
All right, so by participating in our event, just wanted to remind everybody that we are recording. So if you don't think that's what you want to do, you gotta, jump off the Zoom right quick. But all right, so we're starting. Round one is called Name That Tune. Contestants, are you ready? Sarai is saying no, but you got to be ready. Okay, so let's get ready to go. All right, and we're going to ask all of our support team and our performers to please do not help the contestants. All right, what is the name of this famous jazz piece by Herbie Hancock? Is it A, Cantaloupe Island, B, Moonlight Sonata, C, Tutti Frutti, or D, The Entertainer? You will have 15 seconds to put your answer in the chat. And remember to just put the letter A, B, C, or D. All right, time is up. And do we have all the answers in the chat? And we only want the contestants to be answering. We do not want answers from anyone else, just the contestants, please. All right, let us reveal the answer. The answer is Cantaloupe Island, A. All right, and it looks like all of our contestants did answer with A. So everybody gets 10 points. All right, so James Weldon Johnson and his brother Rosamond wrote this song, which is known as the Black National Anthem. Is this A, Moonlight Sonata, B, Lift Every Voice and Sing, or C, Tutti Frutti? All right, does everybody have their answers in the chat? Contestants, can you unmute? Everybody have their answers in the chat?
Yes.
All right.
Uh-huh.
And the correct answer is Lift Every Voice and Sing. Andre is like, yes, I got it. Okay, moving right along. One of the most
born by the river in a little tent, no, just like that river I've been running ever since.
All right, one of the most popular songs released by Sam Cooke, also known as the King of Soul, is this song A, Change is Gonna Come, B, Born by the River, or C, The Entertainer? And you will have 15 seconds to answer this. All right, let's get to the answer. The correct answer is A, Change is Gonna Come. And we have a guest performer who sent us a video, and we're gonna listen to her rendition of this.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, will.
All right, thank you. And that her name is Michaela, and we're so thankful that Michaela shared her video with us. All right, so that is the end of round one. And let's give everybody a hand for round one. And if we can get our scorekeeper to tell us the results of round one. Do you have them yet, scorekeeper, or would you like to wait until after the performance?
I've got all the scores. Should I do this?
Okay, so tell us how many points we have for Mylene.
She got 20 points.
Mylene has 20 points, and Sarai?
She has 30.
Sarai has 30, and Kevin Andre has?
Only 20.
20. So 20, 30, and 20 for the end of round two. But people, we've got 4 more rounds to go.
Black music is more than you hear on the radio. Open your mind. There's more to music than you know. Black music is more than you hear on the radio.
All right, very good job on round one. Next up, we have a performer coming to the stage, and her name is Bella Rose. She has a single out. She has more than one single, but the one that you're seeing on the screen is called Roses Volume 1. Actually, that's her whole album, I believe. And she's here to perform with her father tonight. So let's call up Bella Rose.
I can't even tell how to really feel. I can only show you that it's really real. Yeah. Every morning when I open up my eyes to the deal, reminisce by my head, same drill. I can't even really tell the feeling. Fly, I became jump, how I'm not reach the ceiling. Been dropping, going one trip towards the Paris door. I'm only 6 now, but listen to the stories. That's all. Cut the TV on and it's a Kamala. Looking at my dad, tears flowing, he holler. Mom and downstairs, braiding hair, told me I can go anywhere. BLM, ALM, I love them all. That's him. Black or white, left or right. Red blood, one side. I can make it, I can take it. Got a side, picking the world, the world's making. Yo, come holler at me. Never sit your feet. Winning the greatness I'm destined to be. Dad said if I can see it. If I can dream my hard work, cause mom for the keeper. Might as well have a power, because I'm here to stay.
We ain't going nowhere.
Come on, come on, come on. Let me come holler. Come on, come on. You come holler. Let me come holler. Come on, come on, come holler. Let me come holler. Come on, come on. You come holler. Let me come holler. The big screen symbol of the president in the White House. Yeah, I'm new resident. Get used to it. Get used to Uncle Mother did it. Dad, you can do it. Vision God placed in my mind. Determination made my wings spread. Now I'm flying. I'm an actor, so I'm a singer. Bobby Jordan, about creating day. Dreaming about my future. Wild, eating potato. Shit. Rolling all around, but I still lick my lip.
You can't touch me.
I don't have to worry.
Oh no.
Because I know Jesus lives.
Yeah.
But even if I don't go through the White House, let me be quiet, don't shoot them out. Long hair, maybe even short. I'm going to the White House, not just to play sport. Should not talk, let no light. I'm still precious in God's sight. He still love me, still love me. No change, no one above me. We need change, no man at the funny. If you don't love God, you don't really love me.
Wait,
If you don't love God, then you don't really love me.
that's real.
Come on, come on, come on. Let me come holler. Come on, come on. You come holler. Let me come holler. Come on, come on, come on. Let me come holler.
Yeah,
Come on, come on. You come holler.
please.
Let me come holler.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Tell us where we can get this music.
Everything is available everywhere. Roses, Volume 1, available everywhere. YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, wherever music is, that's where Bella Rose is. Talk to her, Bella, let them know. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Awesome. So today, everybody, we are studying, some iconic musicians that everybody knows. And in the near future, so people are going to be studying Bella Rose, right? So we want to, kind of celebrate that we're getting in at the beginning of it all. All right, contestants, you ready? Round 2 is Video Village. So in this round, you will be watching clips of videos and answering questions about what you see in the clip. All right. In this round, scorekeeper, how much are the points? How much are the questions worth in this round?
10 points.
In round 2?
Oh, sorry. 20 points.
20 points per question in round 2. Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right. What famous Georgia-born artist made the song Hit the Road Jack popular? Was it A, Duke Ellington, B, Hazel Scott, C, Scott Joplin, or D, Ray Charles? All right, did everybody get their answers in the chat? All right, we're going to be looking at the answers. The correct answer is D, Ray Charles. All right, it looks like everybody chose D, is that correct? All right, good job. Here we are, moving on. All right, it says, Her career in gospel music has spanned 70 years. She is known as the First Lady of Gospel Music, and her storytelling style initiated the popular You Name It challenge on social media.
Look at here. Look. Look. I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbit. You name it. Look.
All right. Is it Shirley Caesar, A, B, Dana Rice, C, Audra McDonald, or D, Dr. Maddie Moss Clark? All right. Everybody have their answers in the chat? Okay, let's see what the answer is. A, Shirley Caesar is the answer. All right, you ready for the next one? Here we go.
Reaching for a dream that spells tomorrow. Another generation's coming on. The United Negro College Fund helps turn dreams into achievements. We want to give our best to people must
All right, which of the following describes Leontine Price? Was she A, the queen of rock and roll? B, is she the wife of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Or C, did she once receive a 42-minute standing ovation? It looks like everybody already put their answers in the chat. Is that correct? Did you put your answers there already? All right, let's see what the answer is. C, Leontine Price once received a standing ovation that lasted for 42 minutes. Amazing, right? Okay. All right, this piano student is using a technique attributed to which famous pianist? Is it A, Duke Ellington, B, Hazel Scott, C, Matthew Whitaker, or D, Fats Domino? All right, time's up. Everybody got their answers in? And the answer is B, Hazel Scott. All right. Here we go. This piano prodigy was born with only 4 fingers total and no legs. What is his name? Is it A, Darius Simmons, B, Ahmad Jamal, or C, PJ Morton? All right, everybody have their answers in? And the answer is A, Darius Simmons. All right, and that brings us to the end of round 2. Let's give yourselves a hand.
That music is what you hear on the radio. Open your mind. There's more to music than a little bit louder. That music is what you hear on the radio.
Take a break from answering questions, and we're going to get some entertainment. Coming to the stage is Miss Freedom Speaks. She's an author, an actor, a singer. She's many things. So let's welcome Freedom Speaks.
Hi, my name is Freedom Speaks. I am going to do some poetry for you today. I wrote this poem in sixth grade. It was around COVID, when the police brutality, everything was going on. So that's what it's really based around. So here's my poem that I wrote in sixth grade called I Keep My Head High. I walk down the street with my head up high. I get stopped not just by one, but two police officers. Just because I match the description of the Black young girl with edges, black lipstick, a choker, and lashes. But I still keep my head up high. The first thing that the police officer said was, "You are under arrest." But just because I'm Black, I'm all of a sudden not one single person. So I still keep my head up high. So I said to the officer, "But I didn't do anything." And at that point, I already knew that this wasn't going to go well. So they insisted on checking my pockets and purse, but I still kept my head up high. The funny thing is, I'm not that person. I actually own a multi-million-dollar hair company, Black Luxury. We love to see it. So I stay calm when the criminal could be right behind their back, but I still keep my head up high. But I stopped and said, as the nice Black woman I am, I'm not her, with my head up high. Steadily, they are still thinking, it's me. Crazy. But just from those words, the police officer pulls out a gun when I just said it in the nicest way. I thought to myself, really? You're going to shoot me just because I am who I am? I am the color of my skin? Really? So again, I still have my head up high. And oh, I knew God was on my side. So I stood with my hand balled up in a fist and said, Black Lives Matter, just to show them I'm Black with beautiful edges, lashes, a choker, black lipstick. Baby, that's my color. I'm confident in my melanin, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love where I come from. But I forgot. I guess I'm just a Black, mischievous woman on the street as I stood with my head up high. Fast forward to the present day. It has gotten worse than you can ever imagine. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, we say their names, not because it's a trend, but because they're a part of us. And I'm so lucky to be here today. But if I would trade my spot any day for them to be here, I would. So as my last words, I keep my head up high. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Freedom. Freedom, can you tell us where people can follow you? Tell us your website or your socials.
Okay, you can follow me in my website. It's the same thing for everything. Freedom Speaks with the Z. And you can find my books, my songs. I also have merch, and you can also see my acting roles. So yeah.
Awesome. Miss Freedom Speaks with a Z. All right. Good deal. All right. So we are heading into round number 3. And I have a very special guest to introduce. He is Mr. Michael A. Carson, and he is going to be the host for this round. Michael, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, so you can see the screen and everything well?
Yep.
All right. Mr. Michael Carson, though, for our audience who's going to be viewing, he is an author of several books. He writes books for the culture, y'all. He writes books that tell us our Black history. And my favorite of his books is called African American musicians that changed music forever. And not only is it just amazing that he's written this stuff for us so that we can learn and we can celebrate, but he's not doing it alone. He's doing it with his son, who's 12 years old. Am I right on that?
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing it for the culture, doing it for a legacy, and just instilling this into his son, which is the future generation. So I want to uplift that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking and let Mr. Michael Carson take over his round 3 hosting.
Okay, so round 3 is Name That Face. So if all contestants are ready, we can go ahead and begin.
All right.
It is my honor to introduce a man who needs no introduction.
All right. All right,
Okay,
Michael.
we're going to name that face. Is this person A, Mary Lou Williams? Is it B, Nina Simone? Or is it C, Ella Fitzgerald? Place your answers in the chat. Okay, does everyone have their answers in? Alrighty. Let's see who this person is. The correct answer is C, Ella Fitzgerald.
Go
Is
ahead
this
and do it anyway.
is this person A, Matthew Whitaker, B, Stevie Wonder, C, Art Tatum, or D, Sugar Tilly Robinson? Place your answers in the chat. Okay, everyone have their answers in? Alrighty. The correct answer is B, Stevie Wonder. Okay, name that face. Is this person A, Gabby Wilson, aka Her? B, Mahalia Jackson, C, Mary Lou Williams, or D, Marian Anderson? Okay, everyone have their answers in chat? Okay.
Scorekeeper, are you ready? Okay.
The correct answer is C, Mary Lou Williams. Okay. Name that face. Is this A, Berry Gordy, B, Sammy Davis Jr., C, Paul Robeson, or D, Thomas Dorsey? Enter your answer in chat. Everyone have their answers in chat? Okay. The correct answer is A, Berry Gordy. Okay, name that face. Is this person A, Nina Simone, B, Diana Ross, C, Tina Turner, or D, Coretta Scott King? Okay. Everyone have their answers in chat? Okay, very good. The correct answer is A, Nina Simone. Okay, name that face. Is the correct answer A, Leslie Odom Jr., B, Art Tatum, C, Errol Gardner, or D, Duke Ellington? Place your answers in the chat. Okay, everyone enter the answer? Very good. The correct answer is D, Duke Ellington. Okay, name that face. Is the correct answer A, Matthew Whitaker, B, Little Richard, or C, Sugar Chilla Robinson? Okay, everyone have their answers in chat? Okay.
All right, you ready, scorekeeper?
I'm ready.
All right, thank you. Let's see who it is.
The correct answer is Sugar Chilla Robinson.
All right, and we have a video of him.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. To keep in shape, you boogie all the time. A 987654321. A 987654321. Shake your bones and join in on the fun. Well, I feel real good and I wanna flap my cap. I'm a real cool cat, but I wanna slap my trap. But my mommy says it's time to take my nap. Yes, my mommy says it's time to take my nap. I better take it.
All right, and that brings us to the end of this round with Sugar Child Robinson. All right, Scorekeeper, how many points were the contestants able to earn per question in that round, round 3?
Each question was 25 points.
25 points. All right. Do we have the point tally for round 3?
Yes, everyone got 175 points.
175 points each. Oh, wow. These contestants are not trying to make this easy for us, huh? All right. Good job, everyone. All right. Let's keep pushing on. I don't think, did we say how many the totals were from round 2?
No, we did not.
Okay, can you tell us for round 2?
Everyone got 100 that time.
Oh boy, this competition is hot and heavy. Oh my gosh. So round 2 and 3, they just all get the same thing. All right. Good deal. That means they're putting the work in. Okay, let's keep it going. All right, round 4. Hollywood to Broadway. How many points can we give per question for this round, scorekeeper?
Hold on, I'm having a little bit trouble. It's not working for me. Oh, there you go. Everyone get for each question get 50 points.
50 points. Okay, so this is double the points from the previous round. All right, Hollywood to Broadway. Contestants, are you ready? Yes, okay. I gotta make you big on my screen again so I can see your faces. All right, here we go. Who composed the music for this 2020 film? Was it A. Matthew Whitaker, B. John Batista, or C. Beethoven? All right, time's up for that question. Is everybody ready? They got the answers in the chat? All right, let's see what the answer is. The answer is B, John Batista. Okay. Now, this movie is based on the life of what classical and jazz pianist slash composer? Is it Dr. Don Shirley, A, or B, Thomas Dorsey, or Harry Belafonte, C? All right, is everybody ready for the reveal of the answer? All right, I want to make sure I'm not taking my scorekeeper too fast. She's got a lot of work to do in there. Are you good? All right, here we go. The answer is A, Dr. Don Shirley. All right. Which of these famous vocalists won a Tony Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical for his work in the Broadway musical Hamilton? Is it A, Usher Raymond, B, Sammy Davis Jr., or C, Leslie Odom Jr.? And let me start this timer. All right, time's up for this question. The answer is C, Leslie Odom Jr. All right, are we ready to move along? Alrighty. All right, and that's the end of that round. Woo, that was a quick round. So 50 points possible for each question in that round. All right, scorekeeper, can you give us a count for what's going on in the round we just finished?
Yep. Another everybody got 150 points.
Oh my gosh, this thing is too easy, or these people are just some super black music historians. I love it. I love it. All right, so that is the end of, was that round 4, y'all? That's round 4? Okay, so that means we only have one more round, and that will be the bonus round. But before we do that, we're going to have another performer come to the stage, and her name is Miss London Hill. So London Hill is coming, and she is going to sing us a song.
Sweet thing, let me tell you about the world and the way things are around. You've come from a different place, and I know you travel far right. Now that you told me what it is, I better point you towards the Wiz. He's a whiz, he's the one, he's the only one that can give you it straight to you. He can send you back through time by running magic through you. All of the superpowers his. Listen and I'll tell you where he is. He's a whiz and he lives in us. Here's a way to the Emerald City. Now that's not too far, is it? Just take your limit shout and lay it on the wizard. He'll fix you a drink that'll bubble and foam. And in a flash, you'll be on. He's a whiz, he's a whiz, he's a wizard of Oz. He's got magic up his sleeve. And you know without his help it'd be impossible to live. Fantastic power at his command. And I'm sure that he will understand. He's a whiz and he lives in us.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Hey, how about tell everybody where they can listen to you sing some more or follow your journey on social?
You can go on Instagram and follow me and Facebook.
All right. All right. So we just look for London Hill.
London Reese Hill.
Okay, spell it for me.
Reese is RHYS.
Yes, so London, RHYS Hill, okay? Everybody, remember the name. All right, thank you so much. Now, let's get back to that bonus round so we can find out once and for all who's gonna get this cash prize, these cash prizes. Okay, let me bring the contestants back up. Whew, contestants, you all are just, I'm saying, y'all not letting this go easy. And I don't blame you, man. You gotta, it's like, ooh, they super competitive. I see it all over the faces. Look at the eyes, everybody. I mean, like, Soraya's like, y'all not getting my prize. And Mylene is like, ha, 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 I see you, but I got this. And Kevin is like, y'all must don't know what you're dealing with. I am going to be taking this prize money home with me. All right, let us get on to the next round so we can find out who gets to talk the talk at the end of the day. Let's see. Moving to the bonus round is called Places and Spaces. So all the questions will be about places and spaces, okay? Let's see. And the questions in this round, I do believe, are worth 100 points each. Is that right?
Yes, it
100
is.
points each, right? So, I mean, you got to go hard, go big or go home, right? Yes, here we go. All right. Which of the following artists is not part of this iconic recording studio located in Memphis, Tennessee? Stax Museum. And you might know some people on the picture. Aha. Let's see. Is it A, Otis Redding, B, the Staple Singers, or C, James Cleveland? And I'm going to start the timer now. All right, that's time's up for the question. Does everybody have their answers in the chat? Okay, who knows the people in the picture before we reveal the answer? You can unmute yourself if you want to answer the question. And it doesn't just have to be a contestant.
Is that you?
Yes, that is me right there.
You.
Oh, okay.
So that's Miss Dana, Mr. Damien, and a young actress, Jordan Rice, at the Stax Museum in Memphis, Tennessee. All right, are y'all ready for the reveal of the answer? Say yes. All right, the correct answer is James Cleveland. It was not on the Stax record label. Okay, next question. Which of the following is not linked to this iconic black-owned, it shouldn't say black-owned theater. It should say, which of the following is not linked to this iconic theater? Is it A, Harlem, B, In Living Color, or C, the C got lost, Amateur Night? All right, and before we do the answer reveal there, do you know the lady in the picture?
Miss Dana.
It's you again.
Dana be everywhere, y'all. She be everywhere. Okay, let's see what the answer is. Are you ready, scorekeeper? Okay. The answer is B, In Living Color. Was not filmed at the Apollo Theater. But they do have Amateur Night, and it is in Harlem. Okay. Here we go. In January 2020, this street in New Orleans was renamed in honor of what legendary composer, pianist, and vocalist who was born there? The street that was renamed is Robert E. Lee Boulevard. Was it changed to A, Allen Toussaint, or B, Richard Smallwood? All right, it's time for the reveal of the answer. Do we have all the contestants with their answers in the chat? And the correct answer is Allen Toussaint. So when you go to New Orleans the next time, you will not see Robert E. Lee Boulevard, but you will see Allen Toussaint's name up there. All right. And we have another place in space. Which of the following does not describe this iconic recording studio? The Last Soul Company, A, Memphis, Tennessee, B, or Jackson, Mississippi, C? So again, the choices are A, The Last Soul Company, B, Memphis, Tennessee, and C, Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, I forgot the timer, y'all. So you're getting a little extra time for this question. All right, time is up for that question. Do we have all the answers in? Yes, okay. And before we reveal the correct answer, I wonder, does anybody know who is in these pictures at Malaco Records in Jackson, Mississippi? Look in your Zoom room and see if you know anybody who's in this room that's on this picture. Oh, I think everybody's on mute. So if you're saying it, unmute yourself and tell me.
Miss Jones?
Yes, Miss Ramona Jones. She is our judge for the evening, and she went to Malaco Records and took a picture for me there. Jackson, Mississippi, very special place with some special people being born there, aka Miss Dana. All right, let us continue on to get the answer. We're going to find out if Malaco is the Last Soul Company or if it's in Memphis, Tennessee or Jackson, Mississippi. Let's see, the correct answer is Memphis, Tennessee. It is not in Memphis, Tennessee. It is in Jackson, Mississippi. All right, and that brings us to the end of the bonus round, which brings us to the end of all the questions for the Black Music is Knowledge Bowl. So, what we're going to do while our scorekeeper is making sure she's got all the scores together, we're going to have a performance by none other than Miss Camille Lachey. She's an actress, she's a singer, she's so many things. You may, if you're a fan of Raising Dion that is streaming right now, then you may have seen her in that show because she's in there. Let's listen to Miss Camille Lachey. Hold on, Camille, I'm gonna bring you up front first.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, I should tell you how to bring you up front. Okay, take it away.
Okay, today I'm going to be singing for you Ease on Down the Road from The Wiz. So I hope you enjoy it. Come on and ease on down the road. Come on and ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might feel low. Come on and ease on down the road. Come on and ease on down the road. Come on and ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might feel low. Come on and ease on down the road. Pick your left foot up and your right foot down. Come on, let's keep moving. Don't you lose no ground. 'Cause you keep on keeping on the road that you choose. And you can't give up just 'cause you gave a chance. Come on and ease on down the road. Come on and ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might feel low. Come on and ease on down the road. 'Cause there may be times when you think you lost your mind, and the steps you're taking lead you deeper that time. But the road you're walking may be long sometimes. You just keep on stepping and you'll be just fine. Come on and ease on down the road. Come on and ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might feel low. Come on and ease on down the road.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Camille Lachey. Can you tell us where we can find your music?
It's like on all streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, like all the streaming platforms. So, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody just needs to look up Camille Lachey. Add her
Yeah.
to all your favorite playlists. And as a matter of fact, add all our performers who said they had recordings. Camille Lachey, Bella Rose, and Freedom Speaks all have recordings. And listen, don't y'all sleep on London Hill because she's going to have some recordings sooner or later, right? Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Camille.
Thank you.
So I need to bring up my performer. All right, so before we get the final results, let's ask some questions. I want to check in with the contestants and see how everybody's feeling. I mean, these people they had a study guide that was pretty long. I mean, they had some, things they had to read, they had videos they had to watch, they had things they had to listen to, pictures they had to remember, some people they had heard of, a lot of people they were like, what, who is this? And so I want to know how do you feel right now about, the process that you went through? Let's start with Kevin Andre. Was that
I feel fine
all right? All right, you feel fine?
because yeah, because I get to like watch videos of people that I like to watch on here.
Okay. Did you have a favorite person that you learned about? Who
Yeah,
was that? Who was that?
Sugar Child Robinson and Maddie Mars Clark.
Oh yeah, Sugar Child Robinson. I mean, ooh, he's playing and singing. Oh my gosh. And Dr. Maddie Moss Clark. I've heard you play some of her music before, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that song? You Brought the Sunshine? Did you play that before? Dun dun
Yeah.
dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, we gotta, dig up some of those videos so we can share them with our audience one of these days. All right, thank you so much for
And
participating. Yes, you have
and
one
I
more.
watched the movie,
You watched the movie. Oh, love that
The
movie.
Clark
Yeah,
Sister.
the Clark sisters. Ah, see, look at this little historian. Okay, let's move along to Miss Sarai. Tell us about your experience with preparing for this contest.
Um, I procrastinated longer than I should have.
I love the honesty. I love the honesty. Now, but when you did get into it, was there, a particular person that stood out to you, or a place that you studied about that you're like, I've got to go there one day?
I forgot what place it was. But I think my mom took me to Motown Records, Hitsville.
Oh, girl, you been to Hitsville? That's
I
what's
don't know. I might not remember.
Oh, so that means you got to go back again, right? And when you go, I want to go with you, okay? Just saying that in case your
Maybe.
mom and dad are listening. Yes. Okay. Now, thank you so much for, participating because, I mean, I know everybody has so many things to do. And I mean, middle school, whew, lots of work to do, right? Oh, yes. We don't even want to talk about it right now because today's Saturday. Okay, let's move on to Mylene. Tell me about your experience doing this. Did you have a great time? Did you learn about somebody like, ooh, I like that person. I'm going to listen to their music or whatever?
So I did have a great time, and I was slightly nervous because I had really just all learned it in like 3 days.
Whew.
And then, and one of like the favorite people that I liked was Leontine Price, and I like Stevie Wonder, and yeah.
Yes, yes. Ooh, Miss Price had that big, huge voice, right? Yes, and Stevie Wonder, I mean, like, what's not to like about Stevie Wonder? Yes. All right. So thank you so much for participating as well, Mylene. I always want to be calling you Darlene because that's your mom, but you're Mylene. But thank you for participating. I know you like rushed in here from your cheerleading event, and you just all three of these people are super busy. And not only do they do the activities that we introduced them with earlier. Kevin Andre is an athlete. Sarai plays violin, and Mylene is a cheerleader, among other things. But they're all taking music lessons as well. Um, Kevin and Sarai play the piano. Um, Kevin plays piano and sings. Mylene sings and she plays the guitar. I mean, these people are super busy. So I don't even know how you fit it all in, but you know, that's what big dreams are made of. You got to fit it all in, right? Okay, so let's get down to what everybody's been wanting to know. Who has the most points? Just like in any entertainment, we can't just give you the thing you're looking for. We got to give you the announcements and stuff before we do that. So I want to run through the credits because, you know, nothing just happens, right? So there's plenty of people that were involved with this, and some were, you know, behind the scenes and some out front. So I am Dana Rice, the executive producer, host, and prize sponsor for this event. Miss Linda Marie Johnson is one of our question designers, and she was planning to be a social media host before I had that technical difficulty with getting on the live. Miss Karen R. Banks was a question designer. Mr. Michael A. Carson, our guest host. Mrs. Ramona Jones, creative consultant, prize sponsor, and judge. Miss Amani Wilson, our scorekeeper. Mrs. Yami Barnett, marketing video producer. And some of the students that you saw giving the clues who were playing instruments, Mr. Aaron Walker gave us the Herbie Hancock demo. Miss Claudia Griggs gave us the Hazel Scott demo. Miss Elena Burgess gave us the Lift Every Voice and Sing demo. And Miss Kaylee Turner and Miss Michaela McCrae gave us the Sam Cooke demos. Miss Bella Rose and her live performance, Miss Camille Lachey live performance, Miss Freedom Archie, also known as Freedom Speaks with a Z live performance, and Miss London Hill live performance. Special thanks to Miss Lisa Whittington, who was planning to be a social media host again before that Facebook Live snafu. Contestants, Mr. Kevin Andre, Miss Sarai Cunningham, and Miss Mylene King. Everybody, let's give ourselves a hand. Yes, we did that. All right. All right, and then of course, now you know, we can't do anything without the support of the parents and the home support team. So thank you so very much for the assistance with the study guide and everything, making this event happen. We just thank you. And thank you to the parents of our scorekeeper for, you know, agreeing to do this at such short notice. All right. So before we find out if we even need a tiebreaker question, let's check in with our scorekeeper to see what's the deal with the numbers. Can you give us the numbers, scorekeeper?
Do you want the numbers for just the bonus round or just the final scores in total?
Let's get the numbers for the bonus round first.
Everyone got 300 points.
Everyone, 300 points. Oh my gosh, you people are amazing. Okay, so let's get the totals then.
Hold on. Taria got 755 points. Andre got 745 points, and Mylene also got 745 points.
So Sarai, 755 points. Look at her cheering. Yes, Sarai. Aha, that money bag. Get that money, girl. So congratulations, we have a clear first prize winner, 755 points. Sarai will be receiving $150 cash money. And I think she's probably really excited because she has a lesson tomorrow. So that means she can collect her cash tomorrow. All right. Congratulations, Sarai. Now, it looks like we've got a tie for the other two people. So Mr. Kevin Andre has 745 points. Woo! And I keep wanting to call you Darlene. Miss Mylene King has 745 points. Woo! Sarai, you barely got that 755, man. You 10 points away. Woo! It was tight. It was tight. It was tight. Okay, so that means we have to do a tiebreaker question to find out who's going to get the second place and the third place. All right? So, Kevin and Mylene, are you ready for one final question? One final question? All right. As I told you before we started, that if we had to do a tiebreaker question, it would be a question that was related to music, Black music, but not necessarily from your study guide. I also told you that it was just going to be like a number that you could guess. So the answer is a number. We're looking for a number. Now we want to know who's going to have the number that is closest to the exact answer without going over. All right? So for instance, if the exact answer is 1500, all right, and one person says 1499 and another person says 1501, then the person who gets 1499 is the winner because the 1501 is over 1500. Understand? Say yes.
Yes.
All right, so the one who gets the closest to the real answer will be able to win that tiebreaker question, okay? Are you ready?
Yes. Are we typing it or saying it?
You're gonna type it in the chat, all right? And I don't know what we're gonna do if you both type the same answer. But anyway, let's just see what happens. Y'all be praying that they don't do that. Okay. All right. Let me pull up the tiebreaker question. All right, so the tiebreaker question is, how many #1 hits came from Motown? How many #1 hits came from Motown? All right, so we're gonna do a countdown because I didn't put the countdown on here. I was like, there's no way we're gonna beat this tiebreaker question. All right, so when you know what you're gonna put, put it in the chat, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you all put your numbers in the chat box? So the answer is 191. At the height of Motown produced 191 #1 hits. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that is amazing. Okay, from one label, 191 hits. All right. So Mylene answered 64. And Kevin Andre answered 227. And remember, the rule said who's closest to the answer without going over. So that means that Mylene wins the tie-breaking question. So that will put Mylene to be the second place winner for the Black Music Is Knowledge Bowl. And Mr. Kevin Andre is the third place winner. Let's give them all a hand. Awesome. So all of our contestants will be receiving their cash prizes when they come to their lessons, because that's the next time I'm gonna see them. So I got it, and you gonna have it in a minute. All right. And if you notice on our winner announcements page, we have the first place, which we now know is Miss Sarai. The second place, which we now know is Miss Mylene. And the third place, which we know is Mr. Kevin Andre. And there is an honorable mention because we had a fourth contestant, but she's a young one and she can't, drive or do things, without the parents. And the parents unfortunately realized that they both had prior commitments. And so we're going to give her honorable mention because she had been preparing for this event for quite a while. So, Miss Tabitha Barnett. So let's all give her a hand as well. And we hope to see her in the next edition of Black Music is Knowledge Bowl. All right, everyone. And that brings us to the end of this event. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you so much. And like I said, remember every name that you saw today. Not just the people that were answers to our questions, but our performers. Remember their names, because I'm telling you, one day people will be doing questions and games and their names will be the answers. Remember our contestants, because remember I said they're training right now to be amazing musicians. They're already amazing musicians, but they're training now. And so one day they too will have their names being the answers to some of these questions. So thank you so much, everybody, for attending. And let's give a big ups to our scorekeeper. I mean, this girl was working. Thank you so very much. And I hope you all have a wonderful. Oh, wait, before we go, Mr. Carson, did we give you a chance to tell us your links for your the places where we can purchase your books?
For my books, you can just go to Amazon.com and just type in Michael Carson, and they should all come right up.
Awesome. Thank you. Amazon, Michael Carson, they're going to come right up. Yes. And of course, we're going to be dropping the links on Dana Rice Music Facebook page and all. So, and of course, if you want to hear some of my music, visit danaricemusic.com. There's a few books out there too, so you can get everything at danaricemusic.com. And I will see you all sometime really soon. Thank you so much. Good night.
Black music is for the